thought I'd take a quick look at the this item which I got in the post a couple of minutes ago. Now this is something that I've been waiting a really long time for, and to say that it's been a long time, it's been well over a year now since they released this. So basically, this was one of them items that when it first came out, it was a GameStop exclusive, similarly to the Batman Arkham Origins grapnel gun, and then was released publicly, you know, to everybody really, especially in the UK as we don't have a GameStop. So yeah, basically this is the main, I say weapon, it's basically a method of getting around Colombia using this item, which if you've played the game, as much as I have, a good 4 times now, you'll know what I'm talking about. I should probably move these out of the way so you could have a quick look at the thing itself. Now I haven't got the box here because it was just too big, it wouldn't fit on my desk. I did try, but it was far too big to try and fit there, so I just decided to just leave it. And I'll take a photo of that and I'll put it in the video at some point. I'll probably put it here. Yeah, here's what it looks like. So yeah, it is in fact the Bioshock Infinite Skyhook, and if the camera focuses you'll get a better look at that. So yeah, this item is quite big, to be honest with you. Now, I think it said 22 inches, which is a lot bigger than it is in the game. I know that for a fact. It does say scale replica, however this is much bigger than the in-game version. Now, my original thought behind that was it would be for the mechanism, the overall size of the mechanism, but the mechanism isn't that big. If it was smaller it would still work, but I think what they're going for is, you know, they've made it look bulky, they've tried to, you know, really express some of the details, and, you know, it does work. It does look amazing. This is one of those display pieces that, you know, you will have in the centre that you're really going to want to be able to see. If you're showing people your displays, this is really one of those things that does complement some of the things that have already been released for the Bioshock line. I know for a fact that when I put this on display, I'm going to put it with the Boys of Silence figure, Booker DeWitt, when he comes out in September, which I will be doing a review of. The only thing I don't have is Elizabeth, and that's becoming harder and harder to find. I saw her the other day and regretted not picking her up because she was only £18, but yeah, then most recently I've seen her for $39.99, which I'm not paying because that's, you know, a little less than I paid for the Skyhook. So the details and stuff on this are amazing. For example, the Skyhook, the logo there is, yeah, it's really nice. I'll probably just move this out of the way from behind because it's losing a bit of focus. So yeah, you can really see that they've got a lot of the details. Now this does look like metal. It is plastic. So yeah, you're going to want to be careful. You won't be getting to ride Skylines with this because frankly it will just break. Unfortunately, you'd have thought for that price that, you know, that some of the people have paid it would be able to do that, but no, that it does have this really nice metallic feel. And then these are all spring loaded, so they all move. It's also got a bit of a green wash underneath. Now, my assumption is that might be the colour of the plastic they've used. However, that is kind of a metallic look you do get on some metals. So yeah, that's basically got the mechanism there. I will turn around and show you there. That's annoyed me there though. They've put the logo, yeah, look like the you know, the dates and everything on there, and the company's made it because it is quite obvious. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. If they'd have put it on the other side, then it wouldn't have been so bad because it's the gears that are covering it up. Got the moon sign there, which I think that's a moon, or is that a cloud? I think there's and there's a shooting star. Then there's this piece here, which the detail on this is just fantastic. And then there's this like knuckle duster style handle, which does work really well. This is quite a lot bigger and it makes it quite difficult to hold this. Yeah, because this is massive compared to a hand. So yeah, I will show you all that in a moment. And then there's this really, now this is probably the best part about this. This looks like leather, and it is in fact just made of a very hard rubber, but it does look like real leather, and it is a really nice feature. Yeah, of course you've got the metal that goes along here, and then you've got this, I think it's supposed to be mahogany, and they do have the wash done quite well. Now the brightness on here makes it look a bit rubbish, but no, it is really well designed, and it does look like real wood, which is awesome. And then there's some more wood down there. Let's just turn this around. We'll take a look at the back. On the underneath, it does have the RJ Pickwick Manufacturing 1905, which is a really nice feature that they've put on there. They didn't have to include that. That isn't a separate piece though. That is literally painted on. So I take a look at the other side. One thing I will say, a lot of other people that have reviewed this have said that this feels like really cheap, flimsy plastic. Now I completely disagree. I don't know whether this is like a more recently released version of this, but it doesn't feel flimsy to me at all. If anything, it feels really, really sturdy, and the plastic isn't cheap whatsoever. Whether they were exaggerating, I don't know, but this does feel really sturdy, and I have no worries about it breaking. Now the mechanism is a bit rubbish, but really that isn't a feature that I really thought was going to be necessary, because this isn't something that you're going to be walking around with very often. Probably only at Comic-Con, because I do plan to go dressed as Booker. Whether I'll take this I don't know, because it's just massive. There is a piece of plastic underneath here, which I don't know if that's a rest for the top of your hand when you're holding this, but this isn't on very well. So yeah, you might want to be careful of that if you are picking one of these up. Now I can't imagine this will get many views, because this is a really old item now. So, but if you are planning on picking one up still, then you need to get one fast, because yeah, if you're living in the UK, then the best bet is Amazon, because it was only £45. They do have 3 left at the moment, and that's currently. So yeah. Then you've got this nice moon feature with a guy on a skyhook on a skyline. That obviously isn't how the Skyhook looks, but you know, just small detail. But this is a really nice, and the metal is a really nice feature that they've done really well. I don't know if you probably see a little bit better there. That it does look really like real metal, I suppose, which is a really, really nice feature that they've added here. So yeah. Okay, so I apologise for the amount of focusing that this is going to be doing. That's not my problem. That's the camera being a douche. So as you can see, it is rather large compared to a person. Sorry, I'm just looking at what you can see and what I can't. So yeah, it is rather large, and it is quite difficult to hold this way. I know for a fact that it hurts after a long period of time trying to hold it at the bottom. If you've got big hands, then it's fine, but you know, compared to this. So basically, yeah, what you want to do, turn around here a little bit, is you want to keep pressing the trigger down so that it keeps spinning. The one thing that these do when it's going faster, these spread out like in the video game. If you've played the game, then you know this will have a lot of meaning to you. Basically, I can't get it to very well, because you're supposed to be able to fling it forwards. So what I've started doing, I've just been literally just spinning it. Which, yeah, the noise is quite loud, but so yeah, this is one of those items that yeah, it's not a toy, as most people keep saying to me that I'm 16 and I'm playing with toys. It's not a toy, it's a replica. So you just need to make sure making sure that's clear. Yeah, this isn't something you're going to want to play with, however, it is rather tempting, because it is really, really cool, but the main function is the fact that it's a display piece and it looks, you know, very, very accurate to the game. There are some things that are slightly different, but yeah, that probably can't be helped. One thing I didn't show you is this piece on the top here, which is the Skyhook logo. It's a Skyhook there, and then you've got the guy on the Skyhook skyline again with his Skyhook in his hand. So yeah, this is a really nice replica, and you can see there that's obviously that would be on the skyline as that rotates. So yeah, the front piece is rather massive, but yeah, it isn't heavy either. That's one thing I noticed. Although it's not light, it's not a heavy item. So if you are going to be going to Comic-Con with this, then you aren't going to have to worry about it getting too heavy and carrying it around all day. One thing I will say is, yeah, it does get rather uncomfortable holding there for a long period of time. So maybe, you know, because it's still secure on your arm with this here, because this does move, but not too much. Because this is quite stiff because it's brand new. Yeah, you're probably going to hold it like that if you're going to have it in your hand for a long period of time, and then probably just have your one finger on the trigger so you can do that occasionally. But so yeah. Yeah, basically that's about where I am right now with this. So yeah, this is a fantastic item. If you can get one, get it. I don't know if it's going to be as easy to get it as cheaply as I did. They did have them at Game for a long time for 50 quid, but they don't have those anymore. I tried to get one from there and they'd sold out. So yeah, if you don't already have one, then and you love the games, which is I do, then I recommend that you pick this up. It isn't huge, but it isn't something that you're going to be able to just display like on a little shelf. This is going to be something that needs a full-on, yeah, big shelf. Probably with other things like the Boys of Silence figure and Elizabeth. I will be getting Booker DeWitt when he comes out in September, I believe, because he's something that I've been waiting for a really long time. The other things you can get that go with this would be the Vigor bottles, but they're extremely expensive because they only made like 500 of each, I think. But if you can afford it, then, you know, why not? It is an amazing game. This probably won't have a lot of relevance if you haven't played it. So if you haven't played it, then definitely go and have a look at Bioshock Infinite. Probably the best game I've ever played. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope this review was helpful. If you've got any questions about the product or about my videos in general, or you'd like me to do anything new, then please just let me know in the comments below. And then yeah, do you have one of these? What do you think of it? Just let me know. I'd love to hear from you, because it gives me something to somebody to talk to occasionally. Because yeah. So yeah, thanks very much for watching. I'm so pleased with this. I have no idea where I'm going to put it yet, so most of the time I'm going to be just riding around on the skylines with it. So yeah, until next time, guys, I'll see you.